The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Bearcats offense will have the ball first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense.
He's going to take a shot right away. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Foster. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lewis to throw.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
The Gators will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And there he goes! Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lewis wants to pass. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rides to back and leaves it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Off play action. Slips a tackle. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Bearcats are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he'll step step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Gators decide to punt it away.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the toss to the left. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They believe they can run right here. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Lyle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Gators send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for room, it's Bob. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.